In a world where one song can change everything, Natalia Albertini just faced the single biggest challenge of her career, Stevie Wonder's I Wish during the Voice knockouts. The moment she stepped on that stage, the stakes weren't just high, they were seismic. This song is a certified classic, an absolute groove masterpiece. But it comes with a curse. Natalia is an undeniably talented vocalist. She sparkles, she has presence, and her voice has a beautiful, raw power. Yet her performance of this iconic track has left the online community in a state of fierce, fascinating debate. The question isn't whether Natalia can sing. It's this: did the wrong song choice completely sabotage her voice, her artistry, and ultimately her shot at winning The Voice? We're diving deep into the public reaction to analyze why so many believe I Wish was the one song you should never cover, a total disservice that held her back. Let's break down how this one choice may have been her downfall. When an artist chooses a song by a legend like Stevie Wonder, they aren't just choosing notes, they're choosing history. They're choosing an expectation of soul, funk, and unimpeachable vocal skill. And judging by the overwhelming reaction, many felt Natalia walked right into a vocal trap. Someone online eloquently put it, "You would have to be exceptionally talented to even cover a Stevie Wonder song." That's the bar. And for a knockout where every note counts, the song has to be a tailor-made showcase. Instead, many expressed that this particular arrangement and her delivery of it was a struggle. It lacked the smooth, rolling groove the original demands. In fact, a surprising number of viewers described the performance using harsh terms, saying it sounded like nails on a chalkboard or that they cringed the entire performance. This isn't an attack on Natalia. This is an indictment of the song artist mismatch. Her vocal strength is power, clarity, and sparkle, qualities that are better suited to, say, a huge pop anthem or a soulful ballad. But I Wish requires a very specific kind of earthy, rhythmic dexterity and effortless control that many felt was missing. The consensus is forming. The song was holding her back. So, if the song was the problem, what specifically went wrong? We can break the public critique down into two major areas: technique and texture. First, technique. Multiple people pointed out moments of noticeable struggle. Comments surfaced that she sounded tired or sick, or that the pitch was sometimes just slightly behind the beat. A few moments in the higher register were noted as being quite good, but the overall consistency and precision needed for this up-tempo, complex funk track seemed to falter. A very sharp analysis highlighted that she made a mess of that song. When you tackle Stevie, every single vocal run, every rhythmic hit has to land perfectly. It's a precision instrument, and any wobble is instantly amplified. The pressure, the arrangement, and the complexity of the original all seem to put her in a constant state of fighting the song rather than owning it. Second, texture. This is where the emotional disconnect occurred for many listeners. I Wish is a nostalgic look back at childhood, laced with a certain gravitas and soul. One person noted that the performance lacked soul in that song, while another, fan who loves watching her, even calling her a born storyteller, still admitted that the song choice was not good. The texture of her voice and the style of the song simply didn't mesh. Her high energy, while normally a major asset, came across to some as overacted or a forced kind of swag that didn't feel authentic to the material. A bad song choice can make a great singer sound like they're doing karaoke, and that phrase sadly did appear in the online discussions. It is absolutely crucial to note that almost every negative critique of the performance was immediately followed by a passionate defense of Natalia Albertini's talent as an artist. This is not a story of a bad singer. This is a story of a bad choice, as one fan put it. It was not the best performance. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Natalia is an amazing vocalist and artist. This sentiment is the bedrock of the entire conversation. People are heartbroken for her because they know what she's capable of. They believe her potential was wasted on this song. Many people were so distracted by the performance issues, they had to pivot their compliments to what they could praise: her outfit, her energy, and her stunning look. As one observer dryly pointed out,
"You know it's bad when someone comments on your outfit."
Because they have nothing nice to say about your voice. It was a defense mechanism for disappointed fans who still deeply want her to succeed. The core frustration shared by the community is this: Natalia has a powerful, wonderful voice and she needs to sing. something more of her style. She should have sung a song that let her do her girl thing, a song that played to her strengths instead of exposing her weaknesses. The great silver lining is that this negative reaction is driven by a genuine belief in her talent. They don't want to see her go. They want her to have a redo with the right material. Her exit from the knockouts wasn't a failure of her potential. It was, according to the vast majority of public opinion, a complete failure of strategy. The song selection was the mistake. So, did I Wish ruin Natalia Albertini's voice? The answer from the community is a resounding no, but it absolutely derailed her journey on The Voice. She is an amazing vocalist and artist who got done a total disservice by a challenging song that was completely mismatched to her unique, sparkling talent. She lost herself trying to embody a groove that wasn't authentically hers, giving us a mediocre performance that was completely out of character for her skills. But this isn't the end of her story. She showed incredible energy, a stunning look, and flashes of the beautiful voice that got her here. The public is rooting for her to find her true sound and come back stronger. Now, we turn it over to you, the strategist. If you were Natalia Albertini's coach, what one song from any era should she have sung in the knockouts to absolutely guarantee her win? Do you think the contestants truly choose their own knockout songs, or do you think the show forces the hand with these risky choices? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be respectful, be constructive, and let's keep the conversation going. We'll be reading every single response. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss our next voice review.